Alright, so we're gonna be testing today how the Prime system actually works stat-wise. Conditions aside. We gotta
4 hours of...
make an Elder Raptor and then figure out the stat difference.
Yeah, I was planning to test Elders today, actually.
Oh man, that's quite a task.
I'm trying to see to what degree the optional parts exist.
Well, I've been showing you guys like a little list, or actually you can see it in pack chat, like what you need to do to get Elder, right?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Now, if I
Prime
understand
Elder.
it correctly, we are wrong, and that is an outdated list. Somebody says you just have to do what your dino does fast, and then you get it. So I am assuming using your
Counts the shit
ability
out of
on
stuff.
others. I think as a carnivore, you will have to use your abilities on others. As I heard before, it's probably based on diet.
For Herbivore, it's probably to do with migration zones as well. Oh,
Well,
that
we're
was
gonna test out on Omni if the stats are worse as a prime.
At least with Rex, your growth is so slow that you
That's what I'm
actually get to
saying.
play your playable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like on Rex, getting Elder is one thing, but getting Prime Elder on Rex, I don't know about that, man. I feel you have to be active for such a long time.
Yeah, but you could start being active at like a decent size. Still have a lot of, and once you get to like 70% ish, you actually have like at least a decent amount of time you get to play the game.
Like somebody managed to get Prime Carno just by killing things in different areas.
I got Prime Carno running around.
So you just had perfect diet or something. Because
Nah,
that's what
I
I
had
thought, right? I was like,
I,
surely it depends on your diet, because if your diet is a certain value, then you have been living a really good life. You know what I mean?
bro, I had good like I got perfect diet once in my whole fucking life. Nah, you need to get it once. You need to touch perfect diet, so over 33% on all diets once. That's the diet required.
That's easy as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, then it's decent, you know? Then it's just an anti don't sit on your ass mechanic. And I kind of appreciate that.
Yep.
Because what's the point
No,
of
but I
AFK
feel it's
growing
like
in the bush
completely.
if you
I
become
feel it's
weak?
like pretty RNG what it requires for you to
That's
get
the
it.
thing. I don't like RNG in these cases. If there's
Yeah.
conditions, we should be able to find out the conditions and then trigger those conditions.
Yeah, but like I don't know. You don't even know. Probably don't even know the exact conditions, and if you don't meet them, well, nice. You just wasted couple 2 to 3 hours of your life on a
Yeah,
completely
exactly.
useless playable.
Here's my second point. Exactly, mate. Also, why does a weaker version of your dinosaur have to be so much worse and not just slightly worse, you know? I would
Yep.
already be upset if I lost 2 kilometers of my speed.
Yep.
I am completely devastated if that is like almost 20. Like, you want to sit, you want me to sit down in a grass field and just accept my fate? What do you want?
Like you're almost forced into it, aren't you?
Yeah,
You spent all that time growing your dino only to be forced into a fate where you can't do shit.
so you can choose live the shittiest life possible on an elder that is horrible to play as, and not slightly weaker, but much weaker, or entom and try again. Now the entom function itself, I like it, you know. I think the real issue is how much weaker you become as a weak elder. Because I feel even a weak elder should still gravitate towards the original stats. Be very close to it, but slightly nerfed in it, you know? While the Prime should also be close to the original stats, but have a higher weight. Like, in general, I think an Elder should just get a higher weight, more HP. And if you're a Prime, you should also have better stats. Like, you're the big guy, you know? I like their system.
To some extent, the whole game, like playing survival, has become completely undoable. It's so
Yeah.
bad. What do you mean, some extent? It's a fucking disaster.
When I first heard about the Elder system, I thought it was going to be completely optional. Like,
It depends,
oh,
Giza. If you become a good Elder, a Prime Elder, you're actually stronger and you don't have to entome. Then it's alright. But that's what
No,
we're here
it's
for
not-
today. We're going to
it is
test
not.
that.
It is not fine.
So you've already run the test.
Yeah, I had Prime Elder on Kano yesterday. That's what I've been saying. You get to Prime Elder, you get like 30 to 40 minutes on Kano to play the game, and then your dog shit again.
So even Prime just...
Yeah, even Prime gets, like, you just get put into dog shit status after half an hour.
Nah, that's not
Yeah.
okay. It shouldn't even take you a fucking hour to reach Elder, man. That should be like another 5 hours or something to reach. I'm not even kidding. Like, Elder should be no joke. It should be the equivalent of what Beast of Bermuda has when you go past 1.0 and when you try to become a 2.0 dinosaur. That takes 3 months of your life to become the
Like in
ultimate version, and then you
like,
can still grow for another year if you want to for 3.0. Like, that is cool. That is cool as fuck. That extra long grind, like, oh, my Carno survived for a month and now I'm a big ass boy with good shit stats. That is what I'm expecting from this. And not Dundee's little dream of, oh, I want my dinosaurs to die of old age. Like, bro, it's the same with the zombie event all over again. Remember the zombie event? Like, we're giving you an event in a survival game. By the way, this, when you get this virus, you will 100% die. What use is the event in a survival game where you die? Like, same thing with the Elder thing. What is the use of the Elder system? If I'm trying to build a dinosaur, invest several hours of my time into it, to play as a certain version of that dinosaur, only to just fucking die in like 30 minutes you said? Bro.
yeah.
Nah,
I think
that-
after I reached peak Elder status, I think the exact time was 37 minutes, and I was dog shit. Like after you reach Prime Elder, you end up at the end. You end up with the stats of 1.8 tons. That's like the only thing you have buffed.
Oh my
You keep your
God.
size.
Yeah, you keep your
And
size, your
40,
HP.
45 kilometers an hour.
What are you gonna catch?
Yeah, and 120 bite force. So even the bigger things you can't fight because you don't do jack shit for damage.
Wow.
I'm hoping unofficial servers find some way to either tweak or just outright disable the system.
Yeah.
Did it also make you much bigger, by the way? Wow, the queue. This is classic. This is classic. The queue telling me servers. Ah, man. Okay, let's try it again.
It did
What a
to me
shit
3 times
queue.
in a row yesterday.
Ah, that is fundamentally flawed as fuck, man.
Yeah, I was really hoping it'd be, oh, you've reached full grown. Do you want a chance to get to Elder and eventually die of old age, or do you want to stay as you are? That's what I was hoping it'd be.
Yeah, let things be optional, man.
Why do you think I was saying yesterday that I'm not gonna play survival now? If this goes live,
Bro, even
I'm maybe hoping on EU Omni and
I agree with
other than
Gissa
that,
here, you know
I'm
why?
quitting the
Yeah, I
game.
agree.
even if I become the Prime Elder, let's say I have what is the time to grow an Omni? Give or take, like what, an
Around
hour,
an hour and a
20
half?
minutes or something?
An hour
So
and a
that
half.
means, let's say I want to push the entombment like twice to get all the mutations on my Omni, right? Now I got this baby Omni with what? Let's say 8 mutations I start out with, so I can get 4 more. Let's say I do that shit, right? So now I have invested multiple lives into one dinosaur. And you're gonna tell me that I can only use that dinosaur for about 30 minutes before I have to
Yep.
throw it away and do it all over again. There has to be some kind of,
It's a joke.
yeah, because there has to be a way to retain what you're building towards. Like doing
you
it
need
to
die.
grind mutations is an awesome idea. But then being forced to fucking die is not. So there's some cool shit in this Elder system, but the way it is presented and handled makes it horrible. So the real question is, can we change that, or are we absolutely cooked? Can we voice our opinion on it, or are we just stuck with what Dondi wants?
I mean, test it
'Cause-
out, make a video on it, see what happens.
This is going to kill the game.
No, you're completely stuck on what Dondi wants.
What do you mean?
Like there's no getting around it. You're gonna get like at the end of the day, at the end of your growth, your playable is gonna be shit.
No, of course not. We can always raise our voice. Remember when the camera changes came and everybody was like, bro, no. This is literally on the same level of, if you do this, you
This
fuck
is the
the
worst
game.
level. This is worse.
Yeah,
Yes, you don't get to keep your dinosaur.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to waste hours and hours as if the game loop is so fucking compelling. Because let's be real, you spawn in, you find food. Now you need to grow. Your best strategy while being full is to not present yourself as a prey item, so you're gonna sit in a bush. Now that they need to like fix if they don't like it. I agree that it sucks, and I have a great idea even. Just add a fucking stink meter that if you sit down for too long in one spot, then you start to build up scent and people can smell you. Problem solved.
Yes, I
Nobody's
thought of that
fucking
too.
AFK growing anymore. You see how simple it is. But this ain't it. I also don't want to lose my raptor after I've grown my raptor. I want to use my raptor.
Yep.
The worst thing is they don't even just make you die of old age. They slow you down. They just make you so bad that you can't do anything.
They make you so weak you want to die.
They make you want to kill yourself. Yeah.
Don't worry guys, it's completely optional. By the way, if you don't do it, you will suck ass in life for the rest of your life.
What's the point in choosing what fight you pick? Just get to Prime Elder and then immediately fight the first thing you see, even if it kills you.
I've got a comment on my video. Some guys say like, I hope now at least raptors will pick their targets a bit better. So that they don't lose their entire pack to one target. I'm like, bro,
I mean,
what do you mean? How about we don't even want to just invest all that time just to have one hunt and after that I have to entomb myself? Are you kidding me?
to be fair, an entire raptor pack dying to one target is going to be so good for whatever
Yeah.
killed them.
Like, if they don't want us to run around and kill shit, because I'm not gonna lie, that is what carnivore groups do,
It's also herbivore groups too.
then I wonder, who is going to provide the horror aspect to the game? Because it's those groups, I promise you. Like, they are killing for sport, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I get the thing where people say like, well, they're not killing for food anymore, they're just killing for killing. Okay, but you're still shitting yourself when they come for you.
There's still a predator there you have to avoid.
Yes, it is still something that makes the environment you find yourself in very immersive. Because something wants to fucking eat you. And that is provided for the herbivore player. There's always gonna be a hungry motherfucker with teeth ready for you.
Carnivore players too.
Yeah, and they provide that horror. For carnivore players, same thing. Like if a Rex runs at me while I'm eating, I'm also gonna let out a fart or two, you know, like bro, beep. But in general, I think a very simple solution to this is just let people keep their Prime Elder with stats at least better than the 100% adult.
You don't
Like a
even
higher
need
place on the ladder where you can grow into if you do everything correctly. Like that's how I see it. Like if you live your life correctly, then you should elevate from 100% adult into a bigger adult, a prime adult that can stay there until he chooses to entomb himself. You know? And then maybe you can let the decline kick in so that you have to survive a little bit with shit stats so that you can pass on your mutations, going towards deaths, so to speak. And if you fuck up everything and you try to get an easy grow and then you reach adult and you try to go prime, or well, you will go prime, then you will get the weaker version forced into entombment because you fucked it up. It is like not picking your first mutation and finding out on your second mutation. You're gonna jump off a cliff. So entombment is the same as jumping off a cliff if you don't have your shit. And I think that's just the way it should be. Where you reach adult, and if you did everything right, you go into Prime Elder, and once you get into Prime Elder, you know, then you have the good shit. You reap the reward.
I mean, there's another simple fix. When you spawn in, you can choose whether you want your dino to stay as adult or to attempt to go to Elder. It has to
No,
be
no,
when
I
you
think
spawn in.
the thing that forces you to proceed is good, as long as the conditions are met that getting into Prime, or I should say getting into Elder, should require quite a bit of time. It shouldn't be something that happens in a time span of 30 minutes. I don't care if you're a Trudon, it shouldn't be 30 minutes.
So you can
Even
still
for
enjoy
a
your
bloody
dino.
Trudon, I would expect you to get at least 2 hours out of that dinosaur as a weak Elder. I would expect you to stay alive as long as you fully want as a Prime Elder with slightly increased stats at the end. Sure, I don't mind if it ramps up down the middle where you are an absolute demonic monster, you know, but at the end it should stabilize and be like slightly above what adult is. It should never be below it as a prime. That should be like the one rule they cannot break on configuring that. And as long as they break that rule, the game will stay ruined. So what I'm essentially saying is if they fix that Prime Elder is a reward and not another forced investment, then the system works. That's all they have to do.
No, what they have to do is they have to increase the time you spend as an adult and the time you spend as fucking elder.
Yes, so that way, even if you fail to get to Prime Elder, you still got a few hours of playing as an adult before you go down.
And when but like, and when you get elder, like, you're gonna have fun as an adult. You can play the fucking game for some hours. Then you
Yeah,
reach
but then you
elder
decline.
and, yeah, then you reach but like if you reach Prime Elder, and then you can get your elder. You get to spend some time with that elder, and then like after you have had actual time to play and have fun with your grown dinosaur, like I guess then you can start decreasing the stats. Currently,
Yeah, but
just
that's the thing. I think
takes
Prime
insanely
should
short.
never decrease the stats below 100% adult. What if you don't want to entomb, you just want to play?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mind.
No, hear me out, hear me out. So I'm
Wouldn't mind.
gonna be this random Raptor player called Jimmy, right? Now Jimmy, he wants to get like 12 mutations. Let's say it's possible, let's say we can do that. First time, weak Elder, gets his 4 mutations, and tombs. Cool. He lost 2 hours because he didn't grow that optimal. The second grow, let's say 1 hour 30, he does a bit better. This time he touches Prime Elder, but in the end he still declines. But he got now 8 mutations and he chooses to entomb. Now Jimmy has wasted 5 hours, give or take, on growing the raptor he wants with his 12 mutations. Now he grows this one, it becomes a Prime Elder, and then voila, in the next 3 hours, he will start to grow into something weaker. What does Jimmy have to do? He has to entomb again. And what do you do when you hit the cap for the mutations? You have so many mutations you can't stack anything extra. Do I still have to entomb myself, try again, just to get that 3 hours out of my adult life?
Well, even like 3 hours wouldn't be. Currently we
horrible.
have like a half an hour.
Yeah, yeah,
What
but
do you do?
even the time is a variable. Like, we can increase this time. It would still be horrible. You know what I mean? The
Yeah, I don't know,
investment versus
like
the
some
return
better.
doesn't add up.
Yes, it does. Like, yes, it does.
Currently it does. Like, I'm growing for 2 hours, and then if I play well, I can stay alive for days. Fucking days, bro. Now, we both know how that goes with my, you know, impulses. When I see something, I will die, but that is going to be my own choice and on my
You'll
own
die on
accord.
your own terms.
And on my own terms, exactly.
Okay.
And dying because the game developer decides like, nah, I think you should just die of old age now and restart. In a game that is essentially grinding your time away to just get something to play with, is an infinite loop of cancer. It's that simple. It's an infinite loop of cancer.
Hey, you guys want to switch to Path of Titans? At this point,
I just want them to let me in.
yeah, same. I already got kicked from server once. I'm about to get in again. See if it gets
Yeah, I got kicked again.
But I like, let's say for raptor, you grow a raptor to your normal full adult size. You
Yeah.
get to play for a couple of hours. You reach prime elder. You get to play for a couple of hours with that, and maybe an hour it takes, and your stats start declining. Then you entomb, and that's like your game loop, and you get.
But
all
what is the
best.
point?
But the point of that, like, but with that one, you are like you're upgrading it with your mutations, but you are also having, like, instead of it just being a AFK grow fest with 30 minutes of actual playtime,
It's
you get
literally
to
gonna
in
be
between-
that.
You're gonna be what?
It is going to be exactly what you just said. You're gonna try to clear your conditions, and then you're gonna sit in the bush.
Yeah, because if you don't, you're gonna lose all the progress you've made. Have to restart it.
Yeah, but like, if you have time, you're gonna grow your stuff and you're gonna play with it for 5 hours, and if you survive for that time, you're gonna
Bro.
entomb it, and your next life is gonna be better. Like, that's a way better of a game loop than you're just constantly useless juvenile or a useless piece of shit adult. What we have now.
Not really. Now if I grow
Way
to a
better.
big raptor and I can play my raptor, I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, but yeah.
But if
yeah,
that
they
raptor
are-
automatically dies, I don't care if it takes a year for it to reach Elder, because time is just a variable here. It is the principle that fucks me. The entombment system should be another way to get mutations going, and for players to invest time into multiple game loops so that they can get results out of that. And if that result dies, they have to start over, so that loop is infinite as well. So there is no need to add another infinity loop to that, with saying like, yeah, you die always.
I got it.
So now, let's say I cap out all my mutations, Kissa. Let's say every slot of mutation that you can fill with the system is filled, and I've reached that, and then I'm the final end product of that. And then I still fucking die.
Yeah. But
What?
like the elder stage is meant
Why?
to be something you don't hold forever.
Yes, but what if you don't want to go to the other stage?
Yeah, that's currently not an option.
I think it's fine to stay in that adult elder stage for as long as you want. You're building up towards it. It's the new feature everybody's been waiting for. You know why? Because people want to walk around like a T-Rex that's 1,000 years old, with a head twice as big as an adult. That's the
Yeah,
cool
personally,
factor.
I wouldn't mind it, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but that is the cool factor of it all. And I don't know, man. Like, there's
Wait,
just
wait,
no
wait.
point.
I just killed myself with full damage and it's still letting me report something.
Because here's the issue.
Like currently,
don't
the
want-
Elder System point is you're gonna get a really strong playable for a short period of time with the Elder. Like that is the point of it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
want something
I'm
that I
here
can
to
keep
say
playing for as long
that
as I want, regardless of strength.
the expiration date is unacceptable.
Yeah, that's not going away. The expiration date is.
Then most
Something
players will
on the
go
will be.
away.
If they put the
You grow every dinosaur once to Elder, you have essentially beaten the game. And then you can just close the game and never waste your time on it again. That is the format we're gonna be having now. Because why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself?
Isn't that kind of same that it is nowadays? Where
Do you enjoy growing, Kissa?
Nope.
Okay, let me tell you a secret. Anybody
Oh,
with
okay.
1,000 hours in this game doesn't enjoy growing anymore. Or at least not as much as they did when they first touched the game and it was all new and shiny and they were like, ah, my baby, awesome. Yeah, cool. Well, that flies away after a while, and after a while you become the veteran that just wants to run around, do the hunts, play the game, you know? Be a factor in the world that others have to contend with. Like, I do not want to go into an infinite loop of growing. That is the most cancer I can think of.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
I'm gonna die, it's gonna be on my own terms, it's not gonna be because some game decided that it's time for me to die.
I mean, I
You
got
play
really good
too
runs.
well, you get to die.
I got really good runs where my growth rate doesn't fall below 200. Guess what? I sometimes luck the fuck out, and then I get a run where I am like 70% growth rate the whole time, or lower. Just because it's just not working out, you know, the stars are not aligning, the food is not there.
If you grew a Prime Elder, the stats are fine even after they decay a bit, right? They're better than
That's the
adult.
issue, they're worse than the adult.
Are they on the Prime Elder as well?
When you get to 100% Prime Elder, your stats will still be worse than an adult. Your HP will be higher, that's about it.
For real?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, they did say
And
that
I
every
think a
dino would be
Prime
bit
should
different from every
always be a slight
Yeah, I've
upgrade
seen some
from
of
an
them.
adult.
Like the Tenno one doesn't seem that bad. The Tenno one is you can just play with.
What's the fucking point of having a Prime Adult and non-Prime Adult then?